Welcome to VBS4 25.2, now sharper, smarter and more immersive than ever. This is a significant update, and today we'll be going over some of the new features. We begin with the atmosphere. The world now feels more alive with new dynamic wind gusts that affect scenery and animations. These can be configured for strength, direction and temporal variation. Embedded scenery content like wind turbines, windmills and even windsocks now react automatically and realistically to the weather. Our lighting system is enhanced with the introduction of atmospheric global illumination. Notice how areas shrouded by clouds are now significantly darker. This new lighting is based on real-world physics and atmospheric density, making every time of day feel more authentic. The terrain itself is more detailed. We've added vertical obstructions, giving support for tall obstacles like guide, radio and cell towers, as well as wind turbines, water towers and lighting towers. We have enhanced the global soil map, leading to more varied and accurate representations of terrain. And we've also done significant updates to our insets, including substantial performance improvements. We've also refined height layer handling, resulting in smoother, more natural-looking terrain, especially on steep slopes. The radar simulation has been extended with several new features. The first feature is echo merging. In this case, a distant flight of aircraft is first seen as a single contact, expanding into individual contacts as they spread out relative to the radar. Filters can be configured for detection thresholds relative to radial speed as well as object size, all of which are fully configurable in a new UI, can be saved and loaded, and are exposed to SQF scripting. The next radar feature is clutter. Vegetation, rain, waves, buildings and side lobe clutter are now all configurable aspects of a given radar. We have several new M1 Abrams models, with variants from the M1A1 to the M1A2 SEP V3. Moving on to AI behaviours, vehicles will now automatically detect and utilise deployable bridges such as this one. The navigation mesh considers the bridge as a valid road surface, adjusting vehicle routes to cross over it without requiring manual micromanagement. Waypoints now support changing the formation spacing a group uses. In this case, it allows us to have the tanks spread their formation as the terrain opens up. Individual units or vehicles can be given their own orders for fine-grained control, then brought back into the group waypoint once complete. There are even more improvements to our AI. This defensive vignette shows how AI handles cover better, exposing less of themselves to the enemy during a fight. They also now react faster to enemy contact. When encountering armed vehicles, soldiers with ineffective weapons will seek cover, while ones with anti-tank capability will attempt to engage. Here, a soldier moves to take a shot on one of the advancing enemy vehicles. Armoured vehicles will seek hull-down positions when given a defensive order, evaluating the terrain near the waypoint and the direction it's oriented. They also understand their armour strength, keeping the strong frontal armour pointed towards relevant threats like enemy armour or anti-tank teams whenever possible. Suppressive fire can be controlled via a drop-down fire rate option, allowing for reduced, normal and maximum rates of fire. The infantry here are firing at a reduced rate, while the Puma is at the maximum rate. Troops can now navigate through underground structures like these trenches. When they are ordered to mount vehicles, they'll find the closest one within their Orbat structure. The cargo dismount order will now dismount all cargo units in a vehicle, regardless of their groups, making it easier to handle cross-loaded elements. Finally, the Apaches now have the Alpha, Delta and Echo variants. You can see the differences primarily in the mast-mounted sensors and the configuration of the engine exhausts. Helicopters now fully support the loiter waypoint type. This is just a fraction of what's new in VBS4 25.2. To read the full changelog and get the update, visit the link in the description.